Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. Could it really be happening? A name that's echoed across Premier League grounds for the better part of a decade is now being whispered in pubs across Glasgow. Callum Wilson, Newcastle United's seasoned striker and proven goal machine, is being strongly linked with a sensational move to Celtic. A transfer rumor, maybe a dream, possibly, but there's smoke, and where there's smoke in football, there's often fire. As the summer window heats up, so too does the chatter surrounding Wilson's potential arrival at Celtic Park. Fans are already buzzing, imagining him donning the green and white hoops, leading the line in front of a raucous Parkhead crowd. It's the sort of signing that changes the conversation, not just about one club, but the entire Scottish Premiership. Now, before we get carried away, let's be clear, nothing's signed, but the rumor has legs. Celtic, we're told, are in the market for a top-tier striker to bolster their Champions League hopes and reclaim domestic dominance with authority. Brendan Rodgers is said to be a long-time admirer of Wilson's instincts in front of goal. After all, this is a player with over 80 Premier League goals to his name, a man who's consistently found the net against the best defenses in England. For Celtic, whose ambitions grow year on year, adding a player of Wilson's pedigree would be a seismic statement. The club has done business before with aging stars, but this feels different. This feels like purpose. Wilson's contract situation at Newcastle also fuels the fire. Entering the final year of his deal, and with the Magpies bringing in younger attacking options, there's a growing sense that Wilson might be surplus to requirements at St. James Park. Not unwanted, mind you, just perhaps ready for a new chapter. And what better place than a club like Celtic? It offers European nights, title races, and a fan base that lives and breathes every touch of the ball. From Wilson's perspective, it's not a step down, it's a different kind of challenge. A chance to be the main man again, to lead from the front, and possibly add some silverware to a career that's deserved more spotlight. What makes this even juicier is the chatter coming out of Wilson's own camp. Reports suggest the player is intrigued by the idea. He's reportedly spoken to players who've made the switch north of the border, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Think about it, regular starts, the adoration of a passionate fan base, and the potential to write his name into Celtic folklore. At 32, Wilson still has gas in the tank. His style, smart movement, lethal finishing, and physical presence fits perfectly in the Scottish game. Add to that his experience in high-pressure situations, and you start to understand why this rumor is picking up steam. Financially, it's not an impossible dream either. Celtic have funds, particularly after recent player sales and continued European participation. Wilson wouldn't come cheap, but he wouldn't break the bank either, especially if a cut-price deal can be struck due to his contract status. Plus, Celtic know this is the type of signing that can excite a fan base, fill seats, and sell shirts. And let's not forget, Wilson's arrival would also be a message to rivals like Rangers. Celtic mean business. They're not just building for Scotland, they're building to compete with Europe's elite, and to do that, you need players with pedigree and firepower. Of course, there are risks. Injuries have plagued Wilson in the past, and critics will point to his age as a factor. But smart clubs look past that. They see the value in experience, the wisdom of a seasoned goalscorer, and the leadership he brings to a young squad. Rodgers has worked with players like this before and got the best out of them. He knows how to manage minutes, protect key players, and get them peaking at the right time. A fit and firing Callum Wilson in the Scottish Premiership, that's the kind of weapon that tilts titles and unlocks European defenses. And in today's football, that kind of edge is priceless. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important. For Celtic FC fans, the fans are already dreaming. Social media's alight with edits of Wilson in the hoops, imagining goals at Ibrox, winners in Champions League qualifiers, and a new hero to serenade. And you can't blame them. It's been a while since a name with this level of recognition was linked so closely to Celtic. Sure, there have been stars before, but Wilson brings a blend of credibility, experience, and unfinished business. That's hard to ignore. He's never been the headline act for long at Newcastle. Often overshadowed by injuries or bigger-name rivals, at Celtic, he'd be front and center. And some believe that's exactly what he needs. Let's not ignore the broader context either. Scottish football has been crying out for big moves, for statements that say, we're not just a development league. Wilson signing for Celtic would rattle cages, draw eyes, and maybe, just maybe, usher in a new wave of talent considering a stint in Scotland. We've seen players revitalize careers north of the border before. Could Wilson be next? The league is competitive, the derbies are electric, and the pressure is relentless, all ingredients that could bring the best out of him. And if it all clicks, we could be looking at one of the most impactful signings in recent Celtic history. Still, patience is key. Transfer windows are a roller coaster, filled with twists, turns, and plenty of dead ends, but this one has substance. It's not just fan fiction or clickbait. The noise is real, the contacts are being made, and behind the scenes, something is brewing. Whether it happens this week, this month, or slips away like so many other near deals, one thing is certain. The idea is alive. And in football, especially in Scotland, that's often how legends begin, with a rumor, a whisper, a hope that turns into something unforgettable. If Callum Wilson does sign for Celtic, expect fireworks. So here we are, on the brink of something exciting, whether you're a believer or a skeptic. The prospect of Wilson in green and white is worth watching closely. Football is as much about narrative as it is about numbers. And this one has all the ingredients of a classic tale: the proven striker, the historic club, the chance at redemption, and the chase for glory. Callum Wilson at Celtic, it might just be the spark that lights up the season, and if it happens, it could change the shape of Scottish football as we know it. Let the rumors fly. Let the people dream. Hello, fan, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.